Hi everyone, this is LAR Games, and today I'm watching episode 9 of Dr. Stone. I've been told that this season actually only has like 12 or 13 episodes, which is pretty disappointing because, well, last season was pretty decently long. Uh, but yeah, this episode is this season is almost over, which is pretty sad. Seems that I'm gonna have to resort to the manga after this because I'm not sure if they announced another season for this. Um, so yeah. Let's get this episode started. So, as of last episode, uh, the submarine guy is still on the floor bleeding to death. Nobody seems to care though, so I'm surprised he didn't damage his spear by doing that. Those spears are not durable, or they shouldn't be anyway. It's been a long time, but they finally, you know, reunited with him, or at least Senku has. Ideally, this would be the last time we see him, but I doubt it. He's going to be the I'm pretty sure he's going to be the antagonist for like the entire series. So yeah, skip time. So there he is on the ground. Nobody cared. Everyone left him. He's just nobody's attending to his wounds. He's just there on the floor dying. Yeah, I'm surprised he's got time for this. Yeah, that's not ridiculous. Yes, everyone, let's make plans while he's in the air because he's doing it in slow motion. I also like how the stab of the spear to the ground actually made like an impact crater everywhere around the immediate area. He really needs to wash his hands after this. Also, Senku didn't touch any of that, so he made him do it. The music right now is kind of interesting. It kind of sounds like somebody's tapping beakers. I think one of the biggest weaknesses of this series is the fact that it's a shonen. I could have done without the fights. Because that wasn't like that's not really even the point of this series. It's somehow there's people with like superpowered strength and abilities, and oh, I wonder how that texture of those like cracks feels. Like if you touched it, what would it feel like? Is it like just a tattoo, or is it like does it have texture? Is it harder than the rest of the skin? I feel that's something that shouldn't have slipped Senku's mind, unless he just like gave it like he could have at least checked, even if he thought that oh we probably don't can't use it anymore. Is it really gonna end though? I very much doubt it. You are a shonen. You know what? I doubt that. I'm sure he has another power up his sleeve. Which doesn't sound particularly tough in that position. Oh, that's pretty dangerous. Oh, okay. I'm kind of confused a little bit because it should have weighed it down. Well, it's nitroglycerin isn't particularly dense, but it is a liquid, so it should be pretty dense. Imagine if the the paper airplane just like swerved like it usually. I mean, they always do. They just swerve down and it hits somebody he knows. Even when they have superpowers, apparently. So is anyone gonna attend to that guy that helped them? He's still on the ground, bleeding. Oh man, Jin is just. Oh, okay, he got back up. That's good. Nobody helped him though. We thought you were dead. We left you there after all. Oh, no wonder he wears a mask. I was about to say the same thing. Ah, he's betting on Senku's kindness. You should be careful with that airplane. Oh, I feel this is a very good way to get Tsukasa to surrender to science. I'm surprised the hospital staff let him walk all the way there with those injuries. Training at such a young age would probably do the opposite and stunt his growth. So he should have been shorter than everyone by the time he got through puberty. Is that how they pay? Uh, Martial artists these days and wads of cash. She looks the same age as when he visited her before. So Senku makes a point. It doesn't add up. You'd think he wants science back. Yeah, there goes that aspect of Senku. Well, you kind of went on about his honesty before. Well, this I did not expect. Okay, so that means he's not going to be the villain for the rest of this series. He's essentially on his actual side now. He wants his sister to be cured. Though at the same time, Senku's right about his motives being kind of in conflict. Because if he wanted his sister to be able to survive, he should have wanted science to progress. I mean, he did say he didn't have a problem with science. He just had a problem with the people in charge due to age for some reason. He kind of grouped everyone into one thing for some reason. But at the same time, having them back, experts in fields, would increase his sister's chance of survival. So I don't understand. Maybe he just didn't think about his sister being alive in the stone at all. I wouldn't start killing people, that's for sure. Yes, but again, that doesn't justify destroying the statues of people you don't want to revive. Now, maybe now you don't have to revive specifically only the big titty girls, you know? Revive some flatties. Well, at this point it's more than enough because it's a long-term goal. Oh, well, never mind then. Well, I guess it's attempting to revive his sister in exchange for the truce. So they've made the truce. What is she doing? Well, it was engineering. Otherwise, I mean, he didn't intend to do it. That's what, you know, the whole Nobel Prize thing was about. Yeah. So he didn't do it with that intention first. I'm pretty sure, like, if I recall correctly, it was for the intent of like excavation and mining. Well, this was really unexpected. Um, I mean, I still find it funny. Like, not taking into consideration the theme of this episode and the events that happened uh, for most of it, or as the resolution started being a thing. Uh, Nobody really cared that the archer guy was taken out almost immediately. I thought that at some point, after all the talking, they would at least address, like, "Oh no, look, we have to help him. Let's help him up, see if he's okay." But no, not even once. It wasn't even a concern. He got up on his own because he was like, "Oh well, nobody's gonna help me. I'll just do it myself, I guess." But yeah, this was a very interesting episode because I thought they were going to drag things out along a lot more than they actually did, which I'm very pleasantly surprised by. I'm hoping that at this point now, we don't have any more antagonists like this because that was the weakest point of the entire series for all of it. He says it's a truce, but I'm hoping this truce just stays forever until you know until the end, or they actually become allies. Um, so it'd be fine if they stay on their side, and Senku goes back to the village, and they keep advancing technology, not interfering with each other anymore. And the people who want to go to their place and the people that want to go to their place, they can freely do that if they want. That would be nice. Um, Now we don't have any annoying sort of like ticking time bomb sort of situation where we have to rush through all of these things, and we could progress through all the technological progressions in a more natural way that doesn't feel so rushed. There were a lot of very shonen things about this episode when it came to the confrontations because I feel it just wants to be a different kind of show a lot of the times. It wants to be a fighting show where characters have powers and super strength and can speak they can have entire conversations while somebody's in the air. So yeah, that's definitely the biggest weakness of this series. It's shonen trappings. And I'm not saying this because I dislike shonen at all. It's just that I don't think it fits this concept at all. So it kind of gets in the way of the actual enjoyable things that this series has. And the less I see of that, the better this show becomes. So yeah, with that said, I really enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.